The clothing industry is going through one of the biggest and scariest changes we've ever seen. And if you're not prepared for it, your clothing brand is going to get left behind. Now, I've been studying clothing brands for the past 10 years. I've done over $1 million in online sales for my own brand, and I've worked with over 500 clothing brands one-on-one. I'll tell you with 100% certainty that most clothing brands are doing what worked in 2015 and 2020, and they don't realize how much things have changed and are only going to continue to change more in the next year. In this video that you took a chance on, I know your time is valuable. I'm gonna show you exactly what's going to change and how to prepare for it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna show you a video right now that got 1.8 million views on Instagram, and I just want you to replace the word musician with clothing brand.
What? What is this? What are we doing? What in God's name are we doing? What? Our lives! What kind of lives are these?
So this video blew up on Instagram, and it says every musician in 2025 being forced to become a content creator. And it's basically somebody just being like, I really don't want to do this. And I know that a lot of clothing brand owners feel like that as well. You know, you're realizing that one of the only ways to get attention for your brand in 2026 going forward is through social media, through creating content. But a lot of clothing brand owners really don't feel the urge or the passion to be constantly creating content for their brand. And honestly, I find that video super relatable too. I can get really frustrated just constantly having to publish content in order to get your brand out there and get attention on your brand. It can be really tiring and it can be really exhausting. But the fact is that attention is the new cost of goods in 2026. The reason why I say that specifically, attention is the new cost of goods in 2026, is because fabric is cheap. Manufacturing is super accessible. You can go on Alibaba and find manufacturers super easily. You can get your clothing made cheap for a low cost, relatively easily, at a pretty good quality. But the new challenge is getting attention on your brand. If you can't consistently get attention on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, on some social media platform, you're going to just basically fall behind, and your brand's basically just gonna become invisible. And that's the truth. Most brands don't die now in 2025 or 2026. They just sort of stall forever. And a lot of times this is a worse feeling than if your brand truly just died. It's like you're trying and you're kind of getting some traction. Maybe like 1 out of every 10 or 20 videos gets like 20,000 views or 50,000 views, and it sort of keeps you in it, but never getting enough real traction to make your brand work. And this is the scariest part. This is why I titled the video The Scary Future of Clothing Brands, is because your brand's not gonna die. It's just gonna stall. And it's gonna look like flat sales, low motivation, and just this constant, almost there energy that you're just fighting against for years, and just years pass while you're fighting against this until you eventually just decide to quit. But lucky enough for you, you found this video, and I'm gonna share some really good ways to combat this and truly make your brand work in 2026. The first thing that you need to realize and come to grips with and accept fully is that we need to become basically like media companies in 2026, because social media is no longer a place that people go to just chat with their friends. They go to consume media. Just like how 20 years ago, it was all television. People were consuming media on the TV, and radio before that, it's all switched to social media, and people just go on there literally to consume on TikTok, on Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And this is where all the attention is. And now this can either seem annoying or like an inconvenience for you, but from the right mindset, this is an unbelievable opportunity. And one of the best opportunities that's caked into the fact that everything is being consumed on social media now is the share button. Because on TV, people couldn't just share what they were watching on TV with their friends. But if you are able to make genuinely good content for your brand that people are enjoying and they want to share it, you have an unbelievable advantage and ability to get in front of a huge audience that you can sell to. By the way, we're gonna keep going, but I wanna let you know real quick that I've lowered the cost drastically of the Apparel Success Mastermind from $47 a month to only $25 a month for a limited time only. And it's just a chill group of brand owners in there. We hang out, share strategies, do group calls every month. So consider joining that. It's an amazing time to get in, and I just wanted to let you know. But diving back into it here, this apparel game has always been a game of distribution. And it used to be a game of retail distribution, where you try and get your clothing into stores and they'd distribute your clothing to your customers, because there was no such thing as an online marketplace where people could just go online and shop. And now it's a game of attention online. And here is what most brand owners do not understand, okay? And it blows my mind that they don't get this. The online space is cutthroat. Social media trying to get attention is a cutthroat space where it is may the best man win, and it's extremely competitive. A lot of clothing brand owners feel entitled to views, they feel entitled to attention, and they don't understand that it is literally like the wild, wild west when it comes to views and attention. The algorithms now in 2026 are super fair and set up super fairly, whereas actually in the 2000s and 2010s, it wasn't as fair. If you accumulated a certain amount of subscribers or followers, every time you posted, it got shown to all of those followers, and you could sort of create like a monopoly on an audience. But nowadays in 2026, every single video is going to get shown to more people or not based on the retention of that video, how well that video performs, and everybody is operating under these exact same rules and under this exact same algorithm system. And it doesn't matter whether you're on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, they're basically all using the exact same algorithm that when TikTok came in and it made that huge burst into the scene back in the late 2010s, it completely changed the way that social media functions, how content gets distributed, and a lot of brand owners are still stuck in the way that things operated back in 2015, 2010, and even the early 2000s. So what does this all mean? It means that social media marketing is way more volatile now in 2026 than it ever was. And this word volatile, what I mean is you'll post a video that does very, very well, and the very next video will get 200 views or 300 views. Then the next video will get 10,000, then 5 videos will get only 20 views and 30 views. And it's more volatile like this because not every single video that you post is going to be a home run and get amazing results. This is something that brand owners need to accept as reality. It's not a criticism of you or your content. This happens to every single brand. Even if you go to other big brands on social media, you'll notice that they get 100,000 views in one post and then only 5,000 views in the next post. Also, this is really important for you to understand, but this idea of just running ads for your brand is dying in 2026. And that's because paid ads are no longer a growth lever for new brands unless you've got tons of money. The cost of attention online has gone up, the cost of ads has gone up, and in order for you to make a break even or make any profit from just running ads, you'd have to be able to convert at an extremely good customer acquisition cost. And so if your organic content isn't converting, then ads will just help you lose money faster. Now here's where just running ads does work, and it's where your product solves a very clear, specific pain point, and you've got a really, really good spread in your margin. So you make a product for like 20 bucks and you're able to sell it for like 200 bucks. This gives you a huge window that you can spend ads to acquire a customer and still be profitable. But most brands that are just doing fashion or aesthetic forward stuff, like a premium quality hoodie, if you're just trying to run ads and sell that way, you're likely gonna run out of money really quickly and you're not gonna be profitable. I'll give you an absolutely perfect example of this. I run 2 clothing brands at the same time. One's called K-Bud. It's a lifestyle clothing brand for small town Canada based on the slang in Canada like K-Bud, and the other brand is called Therapy Wear, and it's a product that's a hoodie that has heat in the neck, back, and shoulders for pain relief. The lifestyle brand K-Bud is really basically impossible to make successful if all that I'm doing is just running ads. The customer acquisition cost is too high for how much we make our clothing for and for how high we're able to sell it. But my other brand, Therapy Wear, we're able to make our hoodie for low enough and sell it for high enough and sell in those ads to a very specific, clear pain point that we're able to make that brand work solely just through running ads for that brand. So recognize that if you're a lifestyle brand or a streetwear brand, it's basically impossible to make it work through just running ads unless your margins are amazing and your ads are able to convert at like $10 per customer, which is practically impossible in 2026. So all of this leads perfectly into the question, what do I do in 2026 to actually make this work for my brand? How do I make a clothing brand that actually works and is profitable in 2026 going forward, given everything that I've said? All of that's going to be revealed to you in the second half of this video, but first I want to let you know about the sponsor of this channel, design.com. You're a clothing brand, you likely need designs for your brand. Pop open a new tab, go to design.com/Rob88. Type in whatever idea you have for a design, hit enter. Thousands of designs are gonna come up. You don't have to like them all, but maybe you like one. You click on it, you can edit it and refine it as long as you want for free until it's perfect. If you're not a designer yourself, this is a sick way to make designs for your own brand. If you're interested, go to design.com/Rob88. You'll get 88% off at checkout. All right, so I'm gonna share with you the ways to crush it in 2026 while all the other brands are still doing the same old and getting left behind. The first thing is that trust matters more than quality. Quality is expected and it's assumed. Everybody assumes that you have good quality hoodies, good quality clothing. That's just the standard in the clothing industry. It's just not a selling point anymore. Obviously, your designs and your clothing needs to be matched with the target audience and what they're looking for. But beyond that, if you're selling based on the quality of your clothing and how nice it feels on your body, they can assume that everybody has that. But now in 2026, people buy from founders that they recognize, brands that they've watched grow, and faces that they've seen daily. These like anonymous brands that just have a clean aesthetic are losing big time in 2026 because there's absolutely zero relatability, zero trust, and sort of zero connection to the brand. Also, speed beats perfection. This might be the most important point of the video. There are way too many brands still stuck in this perfection land where everything needs to be perfect before it goes out. And in 2026, people don't care about perfect content. And what you think is perfect is actually completely not perfect because it comes across as too aesthetic, too unrelatable, too sort of like overly produced and try hard. And when you're just posting content and you're not thinking too hard about it, it comes across as more relatable, more connected to the brand, and more in line with what's working moving forward. Think of perfection as like this silent killer for your brand that's just holding you back from truly unleashing the creativity that your brand has to offer. The brands that win, they ship content fast, they adapt quickly, and they test all the time. And another really big point on this is that what works in terms of content in 2026 is very specific. It has a style, a feel to it that has no pressure on people to buy or do anything. It's just sort of really chill, really comfortable, really congruent. This word congruent means you're just being naturally who you really are and expressing how you really feel in the moment without putting on some sort of fake coded like reality that people have a really big sensitivity to. So if you're just being yourself, that type of content works really well. But the general point that I'm making here being that you need to be in touch with what's working in 2026. And so I suggest copying styles of videos that are working and have already shown to go viral and are already clicking on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. Don't just sit back and completely form your ideas from scratch. Get an idea of what people want to consume by going on Instagram, going on TikTok, consuming some content yourself, and getting an understanding of the format, how things look, how it's coming across to the people who are watching, what's the vibe of it, where are they putting the text in the video, how long is the video, how is it shot? Is it shot in 0.5x or is it shot in 1.0? Closer. All of these little nuances matter so much more than you think. You could post a really sick video that's got a ton of value, but just because the resolution is shot funny or it's shot from like a weird angle that people aren't used to seeing, it just kind of doesn't relate and it doesn't connect and people will click off of it. So all of those little touches in terms of the vibe of the video matter like crazy. And as a general rule, I want you to apply this to your brand going forward. Post regularly and very often, very frequently. I'd rather you post a whack load of bad content that's not performing well and it's literally just you sitting in an office and it doesn't perform that well, or you sharing some story about your brand, it's not working, but maybe you'll click into something that is working and you can keep posting that regularly, than just sitting around overthinking your ideas, not doing anything, and just expecting people to find your brand or expecting things to work. Because you have to be putting in this work and you have to be doing it consistently and frequently enough in order for your brand to get the attention that it needs on social media for you to thrive and for this to work for you. So I realize that there's so much to cover here and to go over, but I hope that this gets you prepared and aligned with what's working in 2026 for your own brand. Hit the subscribe button. There's more videos coming out all the time, dropping content, and I posted a lot of videos recently. Check out the other videos. And honestly, check out the Apparel Success Mastermind. It's $25 a month. It's the cost of a pizza every single month, and you'll get access to me, other brand owners. We hang out, share strategies. It's a great time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.